All right, so those all suck according to the Germans. So what are the creme de la creme?
We interrupt this program to tell you about the Spiel des Jahres. Yes, the Spiel des Jahres is the biggest prize in board gaming in Germany, but it's more than just German. The world is watching.
Germany, the taste setters for board games everywhere, Dave. Where Germany goes, we follow. That's probably fine. I'm assuming that to be okay. Yeah, it's every year. It's the biggest award that they do. It's the thing. It's the one you want to win. Yeah, you want to win a board game. You want to win a Golden Geek Award. Everyone wants one of these.
Yeah, it's true. But if you can't
Sorry,
get one,
just wanted to.
then the Spiel des Jahres is
Then the Spiel des
close
Jahres
second.
just to hand. Yeah, Spiel des Jahres close second. There's other awards. The BGG do their awards. And there's loads of different awards, different YouTubers as well. They do all their awards and stuff. But Spiel des Jahres is very important in board games.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dave Luza, and
we're
with
in
me
it.
is Matthew Jude. I know we're already in it, but I thought it would be
into the
nice
dirt.
to introduce ourselves a little bit.
Yeah. Hello. Let's get into it. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah. So the German Game Awards, the Spiel des Jahres, is just one of them, but it's been around for ages. And
like since the 70s or something like that, right? At least.
Yeah, which
for
is
ages.
That's
Oh,
ages.
yeah. People, I mean, it's ancient.
They do 3 prizes at the moment. They do the Kids Games Award. I don't know anything about them. We can talk about it. We would just be reading out the names. Kennerspiel des Jahres. Then they have the Game of the Year Award, the Spiel des Jahres. And then they have
Spiel
the
des Jahres.
Kennerspiel des Jahres, which is like the Gamers Games Game Award.
Yeah, they always say, "What is this? Is it the Gamers Game? Is it the Advanced Game?
the expert game?
It's the expert game?" But it's just
it's
not the family weight game, essentially.
I think the Spiel des Jahres is anyone who has a family who think, this is supposed to be good, should be able to just enjoy the Spiel des Jahres award. And for the next level is the Kennerspiel, is you should have an idea of what games might do or could do.
Although often year to year, the idea of what's in which category is sometimes baffling. Where you go,
and this year is no different.
No, this year is no different at all. And
so
to be in this thing, Dave, you have to have your game released in German, correct?
That is true. So it could be an older game that we already know from another country, and then at some point they will say, "Oh, it's in German now." That means now this year it is eligible to be nominated for Spiel des Jahres. So we've got 3 nominations in each of the 2 categories, but we also have a list of acknowledgements. Hot Streak is a fun racing game. It is in my top 100 games of all time.
Yeah, and it's certainly a game for about 30 seconds of the time you're playing it.
You do not make a lot of decisions yourself.
You don't
but
make many.
The
But
way
it's a fun activity.
the game plays is that you are involved the whole time. You should be excited. Don't play this
I should be excited.
Yeah, you should be excited. Rooting for the character that you're betting on is.
I'm not against Hot Streak.
Well.
It's fun for the family, and perfectly fine.
Yeah. Next up is actually a Rainer Knizia game.
Should have won.
Meister Makatsu.
I own that game, but I haven't played it yet. It's a card game. I bought it. My copy is in German, obviously. Yeah, but I own it, but I haven't had a chance to play it. Like a lot of my games, it's like, cool, I got it, finally, it's here. I have no friends, so I can't play it, but that's fine. That's the truth, Dave. That's
you still can say, I have it. Then we have Take Time, which is a co-op game about putting cards around a clock.
It's interesting. I'd have thought that would have been a real high contender because people love that game. And it's co-op. And
Yeah, I've played it.
They lean co-op.
I'm
not enamored with it? You don't love it?
I was not a fan of it. You have these restrictions of where to put your cards, and because it's like a clock, the numbers should go up. So at the end, but because I don't know what you're putting down or what you have to deal with in your hand, you can only mitigate the numbers that much. So yeah, take time. I was not a fan. A game I have not heard before Toriki.
Yeah, a children's explorer adventure game, apparently, of some description. Cool. Yeah, I don't know this one.
Yeah,
Thing is,
we should
if a game
maybe
descriptions,
have prepared this list a little bit better.
well, I didn't know we were going to talk about the runners up, but for me, if a
I
game
didn't know.
starts
I
with the
was just
phrase,
thinking
if the game starts with the phrase "a children's," I'm out. I'm not. No, I don't want to know that. That's so. I just immediately. There's so many games. If it says the word "children" at the start of it, I can just immediately ignore it. So I just immediately ignore it. So
Yeah. Now, I used to be interested in it, but my son is 17 now, and he's got bigger fish to fry than play games with his parents. So
with his
we're
old
kinda done
pa.
with that. But I actually played the next game on the list with Bo, and he really liked it. It is Toy Battle.
Yes.
Now,
People, for some reason, seem to love this game.
I really love this game. I played it with Paula in Iceland, and she just
I know you
created
did.
her top 10 two-player games, and she was like, "This should have been on the list." And it hadn't come out yet. So she was like, "No, the game is my top 10 two-player battle games is already not true anymore."
Yeah. I played it on BGA. I don't love it. I thought it was absolutely fine.
Play this game in real life and you will understand. It really is different. If you have the tiles in your hand, they're really nice. They have a little thing that you put the tiles on that really makes a difference into how you experience playing the game. It's really exciting, and that does not come over
I am
on
happy that
BGA.
everyone else seems to like this game, and that's absolutely fine.
Yeah. Last one is Wilmot's Warehouse, also a game by CMYK.
This is a game that
Streak.
I see so many people talk about and so many people seem to enjoy, but it looks like the kind of game you would buy at a department store that's like a trivia game. That's what the front of the box looks like for me. And so I've never looked, I've gone, oh yeah, that looks I don't know anything about this game. People seem to love it. I don't know much about it.
Yeah. Then
there we go.
Let's go into the 3 games that are actually nominated. The first one is Morty, Sorty, Magic Shop by Spiel.
Yeah.
Have you looked at this game?
So this is like it's a puzzle game essentially, right? Where you're trying to put potions onto shelves on different layers, and you want to put the right potions on the right shelves in the right order. And you get bonuses for doing certain things, and you want the bonuses, and you score points for having the most organized shelf of potions at the end of the game, from what I understand.
I don't understand why this game was nominated.
It sounds like an app for my phone.
And even then, it looks very aimed at children. If you look at the cover.
Well, it doesn't. Morty, kind of like Morty. What's it called again? Morty, Sorty.
Morty, Sorty.
Yeah, that sounds
Morty,
like a kid's
Sorty.
game to me. It
Yeah.
sounds like, and that's fine. It sounds like a kid's game, but this is meant to be a family game thing, so it's got to appeal to the adults in the room who are going to buy it and play it with their kids. It looks fine.
It's shorter. It's like 30 minutes long, according to the box. I have not played this one. But I do see the appeal for adults to play this with their kids because it's not that long and you're having a good time. It's not
There's
blowing
so
your
many
mind.
games that I can which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks so much like a Spiel game, though. It definitely looks like it's in the old Quacks of Quedlinburg universe, that kind of look about it. It's definitely got that specific artwork. They use the same artist a lot. I'm sure it's fine. It doesn't look mind-blowing when I was reading about it, because there are no videos for this in English, because it's just not available in England. So I just read a blurb about it. Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah. So, Morty, Sorty, Magic Shop. Next up, second game on the list, Ditto. There's an English version?
Jinxo in English, from what I understand.
Because
it's called...
when do you say jinx? If someone says the same as you simultaneously. That is the idea of this game as well.
So this is a game where you've got a grid in front of you, and it's in secret, and you're going to be answering questions, and you're going to have a one-word answer to these questions. It's a party game, and once everyone's written out all of their answers, it's like people are writing them. I think you just have people making it out that the grid meant something. It's just 9 places to write answers.
It could have been a list.
Then they go. It could have been a list, and it's the box for this game. What massive, huge. I was like, wow, really interesting. And then you go back through all the 9 questions, and then everyone reads out their answer. And if everyone said the same answer, things to do at the park, and everyone wrote down picnic, you all get a point, I think, if everyone... I'm not 100% sure the scoring, but it's like, yeah, everyone said picnic. But if only one other person said picnic, then you get to mark in your little star, and you jinx, that makes sense, that's what we say, jinx, when you say the same thing as someone else, you get more points. And I was sat there and I thought, this is blank slate, right? This is exactly how blank slate plays.
We don't need this huge box to play this game.
This is exactly blank slate, but you just reveal 9 answers at the same time at the end of the game. It's blank slate. This is what... It's the same game. Basically, all... Yeah, I think the scoring's slightly different, and it does things in a tiny different way, but it's blank slate. So no, this is a no for me. It's not original. It's the most unoriginal concept.
I love this. Ilka likes just to do this and have nice fun prompts like a fruit with a D, and then everyone writes down a fruit with a D, and if you happen to say the same dragon fruit, then,
which everyone would say, durian. I would write durian. But anyway...
Yes, you would, right? But no one else would do it.
No one else, and I'd get no points. Yeah, which is fun. But that's exactly how blank slate works.
Yeah.
It's the same game. So I'm out on this.
So if these 2 games are not winning the Spiel des Jahres,
all my eggs are in this next basket.
Cozy Stickerville.
Which I think should win it anyway. Because even though you've played through this whole game, I've not played it. And you enjoyed it but didn't love it, from what I understand. Is that correct?
That's very accurate, yes. So it's more like an activity. So the Cozy Stickerville is... it comes with a huge game board and lots of sticker sheets. And the game will guide you through a 10-episode campaign. And every campaign game you are playing, you're going to have some stuff thrown at you, and you need to react to it. You have resources because you have trees on the board or vegetable trees, and you can create more during the game, which gives you more resources, which is probably something we gamers like to do. So hey, more resources, that's good, because that's going to help us later on in the game. It might lose us the small benefit now, but we are smart about this. So all the choices that you make that kind of make sense if you get into the cozy vibe of the game, then you're doing well. So there are some choices. Oh, there are some school children being bullied. What would you like to do? Leave them be, or would you like to extend or I don't know, react to it?
The answer is always the cozy.
Help. You help everyone, and then you will be better off. The people will be better off. And our sheet had the game comes with a lot of disgruntled meeple faces. So you get more people in your town because you're building your town, putting stickers down, and people will come. And if you make choices that make them unhappy, you need to put disgruntled. You make them disgruntled. Of course, you can get rid of those, but that's a pain. So maybe not make decisions that you know are going to disappoint people.
It would be.
We used one of them. One of them got disgruntled. We couldn't help it.
For me, I would want to be able to win this game by making all the non-cozy choices.
There's a way of doing that as well, because actually the game wants to be cozy. So you can have everyone being disgruntled, and you would lose on one point of the game. But there's other metrics, so you can be you can go full, I don't know, kill the environment.
We call it going full Jojo Mart, which is a Stardew Stardew Valley reference. But so I see this winning. I think it's a bit more original, a bit more interesting. I think a family going through a story, a campaign is very Spiel des Jahres kind of fodder. I see this being winning for the unique nature of it. I also, me and you spoke about this a couple of weeks ago when we were together at UK Games Expo about how if it would be cool if they did another one of these and made the decisions more impactful and interesting and that type of thing. Like, worked it on it a bit more in that sense.
How real life would be.
Yeah.
It would not always come up sunny, whatever choice you have. Would you like to go to school longer and be in debt for the rest of your life? Or would you like to start working and see if you go into the coal mines and die when you're 15? Just
see, that's great.
Get an idea of how
not quite
life
as cozy,
is really
but
like.
Interesting. Yeah, my eggs are in the cozy sticker Ville. I'm betting on this one. Things are betting on who's going to win is so because the Spiel des Jahres don't care that Ditto Jinxo is like Blank Slate. That's not part of their metric. That's what we're thinking. But they're basing it on these three games. Which one do they like the most? And all other games kind of just disappeared. So the metric that they're basing it on is not the same metric we're basing it on, which is
That's true. Yeah.
But the metric I'm basing it on is I don't want to buy a game that's the same as a game I already own. Don't look at my shelf. That's not fair. Don't look at all my ticket to rides. But that's not the point. Which one do you think?
This one needs to go to Cozy Stickerville because I would not stand for any of the others.
Here we go. Morty, Sorty, whatever it's called, that'll be winning it, I guarantee. But yeah, I want Cozy Stickerville to win.
But now let's go to the category.
The one I care about more, which is
the Kennerspiel des Jahres. We have 3 games nominated. First, let's go through the list of the.
I don't know what the short list is, so this is exciting.
The short list is first off, Artengarten, which is actually Sanctuary in English.
Oh, okay, Sanctuary.
So Sanctuary is the Ark Nova trimmed down version that I really like.
I saw a lot of people talk about this game and they said, "Oh well, it's fine, but it's not Ark Nova." And I was just saying to myself, "Yeah, that's the point. It's not. It's that.
It's not Ark Nova. It's not that long. It plays way faster. It does give you the same mechanics, feeling. And you have an idea. You see the cute animals on the cards." The fun thing is when you play Ark Nova, you never look at the animals on the cards. You just don't care.
No, you're too busy looking at
because you look. Forget the animal. The animal is in the way of the symbols that give me the points and the things that I need. So I really like Sanctuary. I like Sanctuary better than Ark Nova.
Liking something better than Ark Nova, not difficult.
Yeah, but
I didn't care for Ark Nova. I thought it was a bit cool. And everyone's going to say, all the Ark Nova people are going to say, "Oh, well, you just need to mitigate and do better." But I'm like, yeah, I needed another monkey. And I never saw another monkey for the rest of the game. So I lost.
Yeah, but it's definitely the good players. They are all about getting more cards, see more cards, so you have more chance of finding your monkey.
That's the way you win that game for sure.
Next one is a Bruno Cathala and Ludovic Moublon. It is called Frosted Blooms. Have you heard of this? I played
Frosted Blooms, yes.
Do you think this would have been a contender?
Is a polyomino tile laying game where you're laying tulips. It's very Dutch. It's all tulips. And you're grabbing them off this like circular grid, not quite patchwork style, but there's only ones you can grab. And you grab these polyominoes, but they're quite elaborate polyominoes. They're quite elaborate shapes. They're bigger, and then you put them into your grid, and then you also pair that with a scoring card. So you've got like a row of scoring cards. So this time I'm going to score tulips and roses because I've got a choice of what my scoring card's going to be for this turn. So okay, I'm going to match this, and I've made a big group of tulips, a big group of roses or other coloured tulips, and I'm going to score 2 points for the purple tulips and 1 point for my white tulips this round, or score for the water area. So you're trying to make different areas, and you want to make as many big areas of the same that you can, so that you can score huge multiplying points when you place them down. But the cool thing here is that in most polyomino games, you don't want to have space. You don't want to leave big gaps in your grid, right? Because that's not efficient. That's what we've just been taught to not want to do that. But now, if you leave a certain space, you can put a worker in that space, and you're going to score for your workers. Or you might put a barn in that space, and you're going to score for barns at the end of the game. Or you might put, and you get some points for being the first to reach certain thresholds with areas as well. Or you might put a windmill in, you score for windmills. And it's perfectly fine. But it's
fine.
It's not in any way an original feeling game, which it's just another polyomino game of making bigger groups of groups that you have the best to win. And the difference with that gaps, it's fine. It's absolutely inoffensive, but it's not anything I would need to own.
Yeah. Interesting. The German version of Frosted Blooms has that typical Dutch view of fields of tulips with a mill in the back, and then it says German version because it's the German version, and it feels like they did win the war. They took over the Netherlands.
That's it. The Rhineland is gone. Yeah.
This is our image now. It's the German version of the tulip fields.
What's up next?
Next up is Foundations of Metropolis, which Foundations
of
Rome.
Should win. I think should have won it.
It can't win because it's only on the
which I think is wrong.
List. I think so too.
The best game that's going to get talked about in the next few minutes. Foundations of Metropolis is the card, like the mass production version of Foundations of Rome. Yes, Foundations of Rome is wonderful with the production and stuff. And if you were to watch my top 50 games on this channel, which is going to be coming up at some point in the future, you're going to see Foundations of Rome in one of the later videos. Let me put it that way. I love that game. But this is a more approachable game. And there is something about the big buildings, but this is a great family heavier game that I think would be a perfect winner for this. I don't like the Metropolis theme, but who cares, you know?
It's not about the theme. I mean,
so this would have been my pick to win it.
Playing this game. Yeah, Foundations of Rome, Foundations of Metropolis. Last one is Tag Team. Tag Team is a 2-player card auto battler. That's a fun thing to say. It's an auto battler because you add cards to your deck, but you cannot change the sequence. Well, I mean, that new card, you can put it either on top or on bottom or somewhere in between. But then the cards play out as the cards play out. You have 2 characters. They both have a stack of cards. You shuffle them, so you don't know which one you're able to add to your deck. And it's an interesting game. There's going to be an expansion that I already saw.
Yeah. I didn't care for Tag Team when I played it. I just thought it was very absolutely fine. If that's not a glowing recommendation of a game, is it? It's that way I feel about Frosted Blooms. Yeah, this is absolutely fine. This is fine. This is a way to spend some time.
The game comes out of the box with 10, 12, 14 different characters that you can mix and match. So you can really make a wild team. But it also means every time you're playing the game, you need to deal with new rules and new stuff. And I'm fine with that. But the people I'm playing with, they just want to, can we just focus on one game and just do that? Why
love this,
change
though.
it up every time?
People do love Tag Team. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, a lot of people playing it. But for me, it's just fine. It's absolutely okay.
Yeah.
All right, so those all suck according to the Germans. So what are the creme de la creme?
We go to the top 3 games. First one, Boss Fighters QR. Boss Fighters QR.
You know about
I'm
this.
working my way through the game right now. I mean, this is just a rule book. I don't need the rule book because the game has an app, and the app actually tells you the most important things that you need to know during the game. It is like a dungeon crawler, but you're only fighting bosses.
A boss battler is what they would call
Boss
that, I
battler,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have to first do the small folk, and then there's the boss, and then you start fighting the boss when you're all exhausted and you already lost your good cards to some of the minions that the boss had. But this is just bosses. Now, what I really loved back in the day about World of Warcraft is when yes, the computer game. I was playing that. We were on a raid with 40 people. We had new content, a new dungeon, and 40 people went in, met online, and then they were standing in front of this huge lava monster. And we're like, how do we attack this? How can we win? First, we need to know what his special moves are. How does he react when we do a specific type of damage? This game is trying to give me that feeling that I had. Also, the art is very World of Warcraft-like, I have to say. All the bosses, there's an actual lava monster in it that comes straight out of the molten core section of...
Yeah. Don't tell Blizzard.
I like that. Try to find out what the bosses can do. So wait a second, if I hit that guy twice... Every time I do that, this is going to happen. So we should maybe not hit that guy twice.
And it's all QR code driven, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
So they could release an expansion which just changes all the QR code links essentially so that the bosses act in different ways in the future. Would that be possible?
No, it's even better. The bosses are in the computer, so they can make new bosses that can do different things, and you're just hitting them with the same weapons that you already have.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
So they actually already did this. I think during Halloween there's going to be a new boss, and so this is season specific. So you can actually go through them. It's probably always going to be the final boss, so you still need to go through the game. There's no way of cheating the game.
Yeah, you can't just go in and fight the final. Yeah.
Well, that's not true. The game lets you mitigate your own health points. So if you want, you can just not die because you don't tell the game that you died. You would just continue. Like,
it'd be cool if there was like a safe state that you could save and repeat the fight. Anyway, regardless of all that, you enjoyed this, right?
God mode that you can.
God. You're enjoying this one, right?
I am enjoying it, but up until a certain point. I think once I've played through all the bosses, right now I've played. Oh, here, this is an image of that lava monster. That. I have played through 7 bosses, I want to say. And when I'm done, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get rid of the game. It's not a game I'd like to revisit. It comes with 4 different characters that have specific cards that you can use, and then it has 4 classes, so you can mix and match again, making a specific character that you want to go through the campaign with. Try to fight all the 10 bosses that are in the game. So there's this replayability here. I don't want this game to win the Spiel des Jahres award. I think at the end of this we'll do our prediction for the Kennerspiel. Yeah, that's true. But let's move on.
But you don't want this to win, is what
I don't want
saying.
this to win. It could win, but I don't want.
I know because I know what game you do want to win, and I disagree. So carry on. Next, let's go on to the next one.
Moon Colony Bloodbath, which is interesting that this game is by a German publisher who usually has these nice family-friendly games, and now they are selling a Bloodbath on the moon.
Yeah. This got a lot of hype because of the name, I think, because it was like Moon Colony Bloodbath. What the heck? So.
The joy of this game is that everyone knows that we're gonna die on the moon by the hand of robots. That's what the game is telling us. The only game we're playing is how long can you survive? Can you survive longer than everyone else? There was this game that was called Falling. Goblins Falling was another. Everyone would just, you're falling to your death. we're all goblins. We're falling to our death. No one knows why we're falling. It's just happening. So why not just make a game out of it? It gave me that feeling. So in this game, you are actually trying to build a colony, and in the beginning it's fun because we're gonna have
in the
this
beginning it's fun.
But inevitably things will go wrong. You need to mitigate the different resources, get money to buy new buildings, to get new cards that actually represent the buildings, and food is so important, and then people are the most important thing.
This is a deck building engine builder kind of game, though, right? Is that correct?
Yes, but you're not building your own deck. We're all building the deck together. So we have one deck of things that are going to happen, and we're going to flip from that. And if you do something, you add one of your cards to the top of the deck, so it will be the next one to be flipped over. And then later in the game, this deck gets shuffled again, and it will come back and back and back again. So mitigating you can do put the card on the deck that's only good for you. So every time it comes up, only I'm going to get this bonus.
This is
fun.
This is a game I'd be very interested to try. Classically, I don't like games where things just get worse and worse and worse. I like building things. I don't like having the things I built be destroyed, but I appreciate that is the point of this game. So I'd be interested to see how that all works out. But I've played other games, I won't mention what they are, but where things just, you build up and things just get worse and worse and worse. And that's the point of that game. But I just don't enjoy that. So I was never that interested. But everyone the rest of TGIB, everyone seems to really like this game, and I'm just the odd one out, and I'm the one who hasn't played it. So maybe I'm wrong. That's fair.
It is definitely part of the fun to go in and you build specific buildings because they might do cool stuff when they get destroyed. Like, I've got this huge bunker, and if this one gets destroyed, I get a lot of people that are coming out of this bunker, and I can now use them as cannon fodder again. So
I'd be interested in
going into, like, this is going to be destroyed is actually an interesting...
What's
and you just
interesting
need
about
to survive everyone else.
What's really interesting about this game is that it initially got bad reviews.
Oh, really?
When it first came out, I just heard a bunch of people say it's not good, I don't like it, and it got a few bad reviews. So I was like, oh, this is a flop. And then more and more people started playing it, and people were like, no, this is good, and now it's being nominated for the Kennerspiel. I'm like, this is just it's had a very strange arc, as it were. So that's kind of cool. And is it Donald X. Acarino that this game?
It is indeed. The designer is the person who invented the whole deck building genre with Dominion, and then that went on to live its own life. And now he found a new way of using the same mechanic where we're not personally building a deck, but we're building a common deck. And I think that only is worth an innovation.
Yeah, we'll probably see more common deck builders in the future, I imagine. All right, and the final game, Dave.
Final game, Reiner Knizia. Tell us about it, Matthew.
So this is Rebirth. Everyone says Rebirth, Recall. They're not the same game. This is Rebirth. Rebirth is a game of futuristic Scotland and or Ireland. Why is it futuristic? Because that's what it says it is. There's no reason.
The title is Rebirth.
You're
something
building
must have gone
castles
wrong.
in Scotland. It doesn't certainly feel whatever. Theme, not important. It does look very nice. On your turn, it's one of Knizia's the way they branded this was Knizia's back with his, the perfect tile laying games, and this time it's the best one. This time it's been perfected. It's like, okay, I think Samurai was pretty much perfection, but fair enough. It's like, that's their way of saying it's very similar to other games that you've seen before, but this time it's slightly better. You essentially all got a map. There's a map of Scotland, there's also a map of Ireland, there's slightly different things that happen on there to do with the goal cards and ways points are scored. You've got a little bunch of tiles, but I'm pretty sure you only draw one tile on your turn, and then you place that tile. And you can grow fields of energy, grow fields of food. You're trying to build up you're trying to surround castles. You're trying to do all that type of stuff. Essentially, what you're going to do on your turn is find your tile, place it on the board in the best place you can place it, and score points for it. You don't want to... There's like different areas are going to score when they're finished as well. So it's like, oh, I want to put this here to get some points, but I don't want the next person might get a tile and they get to finish that area and get some extra bonus points. It's that. It's essentially you got the decision. You got a tile and you place it on the board and you earn points in some way. It's very... There's some long-term strategy for it because of the goal cards that you have, but it's very much a turn-to-turn Carcassonne style, if you will, tactical. Where should I place this right now? That's the game. My issue is, and I am, regardless of what other people have said, I'm like the biggest Knizia fan out there, right? I love Knizia games. But I own Cascadero. I own a lot of Knizia games. Babylonia. These all do the same thing. This is just the same thing again. It just doesn't feel... Then again, like we said before, the Spiel Jahres doesn't care that there's 20 games by the same designer that do very much the same thing. They just care about how this game is to play right now compared to the other games that have been nominated, and that's absolutely fine. But I purposely didn't buy Rebirth because I looked at the rules and I watched a video for it and went, I've got Babylonia.
I already own this, yeah.
And I've already got 3 Knizia games at the very least, which are very close to what this game does, and I've got another 5 Knizia games which are Through the Desert and Samurai and Chin and all those types of games, which are pretty close.
I own it. I think it's an amazing game. I don't have all this backstory. I don't have this backpack of.
Well, my point is
dragging you down.
No, my point is that I'm absolutely sure this is a fantastic game and it's got every right to win if it wins. But I don't need to own it because I already own a bunch of Knizia games that do incredibly similar things. And for me, the best one is Babylonia. And I think that's more involved, more interesting, more varied, just way more interesting as a game than this.
Rebirth is an area control game, area majority game, where you're trying to score the different ones, and you want to be around that castle more than your opponents, and it's one that that's a mechanism that Ilka dislikes. She doesn't like the confrontation and the constant struggle, and but she loves playing this one. So don't make this a Babylonia where you have more choices and more things that's going on.
Well,
just
I like that concept where you've got there's the area control of surrounding things, because some of my favorite games are there's a game called Citrus, and there's a game called Sealand, which is about tulips again. And both of those have that very similar thing where you're putting tiles down and but then again, Samurai is that. That's exactly what Samurai is. That is what that game is. Yeah. So I'm not annoyed. So, I hope this is a good game.
You are
I think families would enjoy.
This was a pretty big rant that you.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. But it does tell me that I am happy that I don't like all Reiner Knizia games. That I just want to see which ones are to come up to the top. Right. This one has beautiful components. It sparks joy just looking at the box and the components. So this is my tip. I hope this one wins. Is that what you thought I was going to say?
No, I thought you were going to go for Moon Colony Bloodbath. I really did. I thought you would think that one
in your face.
Win. So I think that the boss monster one will win. That's what I believe.
So, but do you want it to win? Because there's a difference there between what you think will win and what you would like to win. Where does your vote go if you were on the jury?
I think boss monster will win. I would like... I think I'd probably like Rebirth to win, because, as you say, I have the baggage of owning 70 Knizia games, and that's after getting rid of half of the Knizia games I own. So for me, it's not for me. It's not for me. This is for. You have to remember that this isn't for me, and that's fine. And Rebirth isn't for me because of all the other games. I think the most people will love this game, and people will have a great time and enjoy it and play it, and it'll be fantastic. And that's the whole point of it, right? Yeah, I think this. Yeah, I'd like Rebirth to win. I kind of like Knizia to win, even though he's the big board game designer, head honcho, really. I don't know. I'd like it if he won something and see this go in the top 100 for him and stuff. He doesn't need our support. He's the biggest don of board games. But yeah.
Yes. He's got the most.
Right. I apologize. For ranting. I just went off on one.
I think it's your right to rant, and this is also what the Spiel des Jahres does. They have their own rules that they play by, and say, "Oh, we don't care that this already exists somewhere else." They also say, "We don't care that people have been playing this game for years, but now it's in German. So now we think this is good enough to win this prize."
And that's fine because that's the way they do.
Yeah.
I think what's interesting about the Spiel des Jahres is you never know who's going to win because they, year to year, will very often surprise you. But winners of the Spiel des Jahres are very rarely not good games. Very rarely. Not great games, actually. So, especially the Kennerspiel. So, interesting. Do you think all the games fit in the categories this year? Do you think that the...
I don't think Boss Fighters is a Kennerspiel des Jahres. It's a family game.
It's a kid... it's a family game.
Yeah. Which is fun, which I can see a 10, 12-year-old just picking a character. You work with the cards that you have. Oh, I can hit him with this sword. I'm going to hit this monster with a sword. And people talking about, well, maybe as an adult, you're like, wait a second before you play that card because...
Well... I was surprised about Boss Monster being in the Kennerspiel category when there's a lot of big games that could have been there. All right.
I mean, I wanted Sanctuary to win this year, but it's not on the list. That's it. That's our 2 cents. We will know who will win on Sunday, July 12th. Is that true?
So it's close. Yeah, in 1 month.
It's in a month's time. I am going to be at Berlin Con. But I will not stick around for this is on the final night they're doing it, which is interesting. Also means that I will not be there.
Board game publishers have not mastered the art of, and this is rich coming from us. They've not mastered the art of a quick awards ceremony. They go on for some time, and you don't want to be there when it's happening because it's going to be a whole thing, and it's going to be in German. Which is fine. And
it's going to be in German. Well, that's the whole deal. And I mean, the whole world is watching the live stream, and then they're doing it in German, and they started to do it more in English now. But it's like, what do you want? Where do you want this to end? I think it's weird that they do it at the end of a convention, the end of BerlinCon. If you are going to BerlinCon and you see me, please walk up to me, say hi. And I will do the same, I promise, if I recognize you from commenting on YouTube or somewhere else.
Or just in general.
Just in general.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope this kind of makes sense. We're trying to make sense of this for you as well. So
who do you think will win? Let us know in the comments below. And that's and we'll go, ha, you're wrong, you idiot.
So true.
You might be nice about it.
I will be making a video on the eventual winners. What I'm trying to do is be the first that has a big video out with the winners. So we'll see if I'm able to do that because I'm actually going to be on the train when this gets out. So
interesting.
I'm looking forward to it. Right. Subscribe to the channel if you want to know this as well. Be the first to know. Just click the bell button. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Matthew, for joining me here as well. It's not long before we're going to start listening to your top 50. I'm starting to get excited for that one.
It's great. They're the 50 best games. Anyone else?
I think you're only allowed to put Rainer Knizia on the list once, I think.
I went back and looked at how many Knizia games are on the list, and it's the most out of any designer, I think. But it's not like just a Reiner Knizia list, that's for sure. So that's good.
We're going to see. There's a fire alarm going off here. I'm going to check that out. Thank you, everyone, for watching. My name is Dave Luza. This is Matthew. Goodbye.
Luzapalooza, where everybody knows your game.